Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss some more numerical problem from the engineering services examination. So let's discuss one by one. So we have the first question. The time to reach 40% degree of consolidation on a two-way drain laboratory 1 centimeter thick saturated clay soil sample is 35 seconds. Means time to reach 40% degree of consolidation of 1 centimeter of thickness of soil is 35 seconds. So determine the time required for 60% consolidation of the same soil. Just focus, same soil. So 10 meter thick on the top of the rocky surface subjected to the same loading condition as the laboratory sample. So in this question, it is common that whatever the soil is available in the field, same soil sample we are taking in the laboratory, right? So for 40% degree consolidation, time takes 35 seconds. So we have to calculate the time required for the 60% degree consolidation at the field. So let's discuss. In the laboratory, there is a two-way drainage system. So in the laboratory, degree of consolidation is 40%. Time to reach 40% degree consolidation is 35 seconds. Initial height of soil is that is 1 centimeter and double drainage condition. So by using this relation, we can calculate time factor. So we know that the time factor, to calculate the time factor for degree of consolidation for less than or 60%, less than or equal to the 60%, we have that formula, that pi by 4 into u square, where u is the degree of consolidation in the terms of fraction, right? So we can use pi by 4 into 0.4 whole square. So we get the 0.12566. So we have the time factor for 40% degree of consolidation, 0.12566. So now we can apply this formula for double drainage condition and we can calculate the coefficient of consolidation. So because we have the TV value T40, we have the time 35 seconds, we have the D. For double drainage condition, we can calculate the D, drainage power distance, that is H0 by 2. So by putting all these value, we can get the CV value, coefficient of consolidation, and that we get 8.9757 into 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter square per second, right? So same soil is occur in the field, and same soil we have taken as a sample to do the test in the laboratory. So we can apply the same CV value there also in the field. CV value, degree of consolidation will be same for the laboratory and this field because the soil is the same. Okay. If another soil sample we have taken, so we cannot apply this relation. Are you getting my point? Okay. So in the field, we have to calculate the time for 60% degree of consolidation, where the H0 is 10 meter, where the CV value is 8.9757 into 10 to the power minus 4 centimeters per second. So again we can apply this relation for single drainage system. In the question it is mentioned that 10 meter thick of the top of the rocky surface. Top of the rocky surface means that water cannot flow from the top, water only flow from the bottom. Means consolidation will occur in the one direction, like consolidation or drainage will occur from the bottom of the clay layer or soil deposit. So it is the example of single drainage system. Are you clear? Okay. So again we can apply this formula for the field, and now we have tau b. We can calculate by using this relation pi by 4 into E square. So for 60% calculate, because the pi by 4 into E square, that formula is valid for less than or equal to the 60% of degree of consolidation. So this is the case of, so we can apply the pi by 4 into 0.6 whole square. So we can get the some value, and we have also the D. This is the case of single drainage system. So we can write D is equal to H0, not H by 2, right? H0. And we have the CV value. So by putting all these value in this equation, and we can get the T60, that is time required for 60% degree of consolidation, time required to reach 60% degree of consolidation, and that we get 9.988 years. Are you getting my point? Okay. So now we had the second question. A layer of soft clay 7 meter thick lie under a newly constructed building. The effective pressure due to the overlaying strata on the clay layer is 300 kN per meter square. And the new construction increased by the overburden by 100 kN per meter square. If the compression index of the clay is 0.5, compute the settlement assuming the natural water content of the clay layer is to be 45% and the specific gravity of its grain is 2.7. Water level at the top of clay layer. So water level is at the top of clay layer. So let's see in the figure. So the clay layer thickness is 7 meter. Soil strata which is overlying the clay layer, that is applying a pressure on the top of clay layer, that is 300 kN per meter square. So we can calculate. So for settlement, for calculate the settlement, we have to know about the compression index that is given in the questions. We have to calculate the initial void ratio that is not mentioned in the question. We have to calculate the initial effective stress. So change in the effective stress given due to the newly construction increases by overburden 100 kN per meter square. So let's see one by one. We know that we can apply this relation for the initial condition of soil or consolidation. So for the initial condition we have written in void ratio is E naught. So we have this relation where the S is the degree of saturation, and for the consolidation process degree of saturation would be 100%. So we can take the value S is equal to 1. So we have the G value that is 2.7, W we had 0.45. So putting all these value we can get the initial void ratio that is 1.215. And again we can calculate the saturated unit weight of clay layer by using this relation where the S is equal to 1, G is equal to 2.7, E is equal to 1.215. So by putting all these value we have the saturated unit weight of clay that is 17.34 kN per meter square. Right? Okay. So now we can calculate effective stress at the middle of the clay layer. So effective stress at the middle of clay layer. Why we are calculating the middle of clay layer? Already is mentioned I have mentioned in the previous lecture also. Because throughout the thickness of the clay layer, effective stress is varying. So we have to take the average value of this. So for calculating or for taking the average value, we have to calculate the effective stress at the middle of the clay layer. Right? Okay. So we can calculate the initial effective stress at the middle of the clay layer, that is 300 plus. What is 300? 300 is effective pressure is applying due to overlaying a strata, and then we have to add whatever the weight, half of thickness of the weight of clay layer, and that clay layer is in submerged condition because the water level at the top of the clay layer, right? So submerged unit weight we can calculate the gamma saturated minus gamma W. So by using this relation we have calculated the gamma saturated, that is 17.34. In the question it is not mentioned about the gamma W, so gamma W we can calculate 9.81, right? So by using all this we are putting the value, and we are calculating the effective stress at the middle of clay layer. So we will take the height of soil clay layer is 3.5, not 7, 3.5. Okay. So by putting this value we have this initial effective stress at the middle of clay layer is 326.355 kilonewton per meter square. Okay. Again we have the change. We have the change in the effective stress, and change in the effective stress occurring due to the newly construction building, and that is given the change for 100 kN per meter square. This is the construction building, and this is given. This is applying applying a pressure due to this construction of building. So, and that is 100 kN per meter square. So now we can calculate the total settlement, because we have all these values which we are going to use to calculate the settlement. So we have the CC value, that is 0.5. We have H node value, that is 7 meter. We have the E node, we have calculated 1.215. We have initial effective stress, we have change. By putting all these value in this equation, we can get the settlement, and that we get 183 mm. 183 mm. Are you getting my point? See, in these previous some questions, like whatever the soil we are using the laboratory, so there is a relation between the laboratory soil and this soil at the field. So we can apply the coefficient of consolidation in both sections, the laboratory and the field. In these questions, see, overburden pressure coming. You cannot calculate like the initial effective stress at the middle of clay layer, like due to construction building or whatever. See, that soil, whatever the soil strata is overlaying the clay layer, we have to take that value also, because from the ground surface you will see there is a soil strata of some of the thickness is not mentioned, and that soil strata is applying the pressure from the bottom of the clay layer, and that is pressure is applying 300 kN per meter square. So for the calculation of initial stress at the middle of the clay layer, we have to take the value of this pressure which is coming from the overlaying soil strata, and rest question are same. All these values are given, and all these things will put in this equation, we can get this result, right? Are you getting my point? Okay, good. Next question, we have a 3 meter thick clay layer beneath the building is overlain by a permeable strata and is underlain by an impervious rock. Impervious rock, water cannot flow through this. So this is the example of single drainage system. Okay. The coefficient of consolidation of the clay was found to be 0.025 centimeter square per minute. Now find the expected settlement of the layer is 8 centimeter. Final expected settlement of the clay layer is 8 centimeter. We have to calculate how much time will take for the 80% of total settlement to take place. Second, determine the time required for the settlement of 2.5 centimeter. Okay. Next, what will be the settlement in 6 months? What will be the settlement in 6 months? So let's calculate one by one. So just see once what the data is given. Thickness of soil layer is given, clay layer is given 3 meter, and coefficient of consolidation is given 0.025 centimeter square per minute, and total settlement is given delta capital H. Delta capital H is given 8 centimeter. So first part, we have to calculate how much time will take for the 80% total settlement to take place. So let's go for the solution. These are the data given, and this is the example of the single drainage system, because the bottom layer is impervious rock. Impervious rock means water cannot flow through it. So for the U greater than 60%, we cannot apply the time. We cannot apply the formula for time factor, that was the pi by 4 into U square. So we have another formula we have to apply for the degree of consolidation greater than 60%. So we can apply this formula. So for the 80% degree of consolidation, by applying this formula, we have the time factor tau v value, that is 0.5671. Okay. So again we can apply this relation. So in this relation, we have the tau v value for 80%, that is 0.56. We have this value, CV value, that is mentioned in the question. We have the D for the single drainage system, D is equal to H naught. So by applying this relation, we can calculate that T80, so time required for the 80% consolidation, and that we get 3.88 years. So this question is nothing but just put the value and get the result. So the second part is determine the time required for settlement of 2.5 centimeter. So first we have to calculate what is the degree of consolidation for 2.5 centimeter settlement, because the total settlement is 8 centimeter. So for 8 centimeter settlement, degree of consolidation is 100%. So what will be the degree of consolidation for the 2.5 centimeter settlement? Then we can calculate delta small h divided by delta capital H into 100, and that we get 31.25%. So now we have calculated the time required for 31.25% degree of consolidation. So again we can apply same relation. So in this case degree of consolidation is less than 60%. So we cannot apply the previous, which is mentioned in the above. We cannot apply that formula, because for degree of consolidation for less than or equal to 60%, we have the formula pi by 4 into u square. So by applying this relation, we can get the time factor, and that we get 0.0767. So again we can apply this formula. Again we have tau v value, we have CV that is mentioned in the question, we have the D, and we can calculate the T 31.25, means time required for 31.25% degree of consolidation, and that we got 191.75 days. 191.75 days. So third part, we have calculated what will be the settlement in the 6 months. When the time is given, we have to calculate the settlement. So what we will calculate? We will calculate the degree of consolidation. So we can calculate the degree of consolidation for 6 months, and then we can calculate the settlement. So we can apply this formula, tau b is equal to CB into T divided by D square. We have all this relation, we have all these value. T we can take the 6 months. Okay, so we can get the tau b value, that is 0.072, and that is less than 0.2827. What is the meaning of this? See, time factor value for 60% degree of consolidation is 0.2827. It means degree of consolidation is less than 60%. It means degree of consolidation is less than 60%. So now we can calculate the degree of consolidation by applying that formula, that is pi by 4 into u square. So now we get the degree of consolidation 30.27%. Or again we can apply formula, degree of consolidation equal to delta small h divided by delta capital H into 100. So from that equation we can calculate the delta small h, means settlement for the 31.25 degree of consolidation. And then we get this value. So delta H we get 2.42 centimeter. Are you getting my point? Okay. So in these two questions, in the first part, that time required, we have to calculate the time required for the 80% degree of consolidation. In the second question, settlement was given and time required for the 2.5 centimeter settlement. In the third part, time was given, and then they're asking about the degree of consolidation. Then we can calculate the settlement. So time was given and we have to calculate the settlement. So let's see the next questions. Question number 4, and then we have undisturbed soil sample 30 mm thick, got 50% degree of consolidation in 20 minutes with drainage allowed at the top and bottom in the laboratory. Means in the laboratory there is a two-way drainage system, right? If the clay layer from which the sample was obtained is 3 meter thick in the field condition, estimate the time it will take to consolidate 50%. With the first part is double surface drainage, second is single surface drainage. If in the both cases consolidation pressure is uniform. So let's see, in the laboratory some data was given, like soil thickness is given 30 mm, 20 minutes it takes to reach 50% degree of consolidation, right? There is a condition of double drainage system, and then some data are asking about on the field. So there is a relation between the laboratory and field. We can use the degree of coefficient of consolidation. will be same for the laboratory and the field soil, because the soil are the same. Okay, soil is the same. So now we can calculate the, in the laboratory we have all this data, and by using this relation we can calculate the time factor. So here the degree of concentration is 50%, that is less than or equal to 60%. So we can use this formula, and then we get 0.1963. So again we have this equation. So by putting all this value, we can calculate the coefficient of concentration, that we get 2.2084 mm square per minute. Okay. So always just focus on the unit also, whatever they in what unit you are putting the value and what unit you are getting the result, and in between you can do the conversion. Okay, so that is not an issue. So in the field there is a height of soil is 3 meter, that is 3000 in mm. Okay, degree of concentration is 50%. So we can calculate the time required for double drainage system. So double drainage system is D, we can calculate the H naught by 2. So now we have the tau V value for 50% degree of concentration, we have the CV value, we have the D also, so we can calculate the T50, and that we get 138.83 days. Again, second part, time required for the single drainage system. Single drainage system is D, we can calculate the D will be equal to H naught, right? So we have this relation, and by putting this value we can calculate the 555.55 days. So next question we have, question number 5, that is under a certain loading, a layer of clay is expected to be undergo full settlement of 18 cm. Also it is expected to settle by 5 cm in the field of first 2 months of loading. Are you getting my point? Under a certain loading, a clay layer is expected to be undergo full settlement of 18 cm. Means total settlement is given delta capital H, that is given 18 cm. Also it is expected to settle 5 cm, means the delta small h, it is 5 cm, in the period of 2 months of loading, and this settlement is occurring in the 2 months. Find the time required for the clay layer to settle the 10 cm. Okay, so let's calculate the degree of consolidation. So total settlement we have 18 cm. Degree of consolidation for 5 cm, we can calculate the small delta small h divided by delta capital H into 100, and we can calculate the degree of consolidation, that is 27.78%. So for this settlement, we can, for this degree of consolidation, that is less than or equal to 60%, we can apply the formula pi by 4 into u square. So by applying that formula, we can calculate the time factor. So degree of consolidation for 10 cm, again we can calculate that is 55.56%. So we have this relation, so we can use the TV is equal to CB into T by D square. So for a particular soil, coefficient of consolidation is constant and thickness of clay layer is not changing, right? If say we are doing some operation on the same soil, so what will happen? That thickness of soil layer is not changing. Okay, coefficient of consolidation will be constant. So means CV value and D value will not change. What is changing? Changing is the TV value and T. T is the time required, and TV value is the showing the degree of consolidation, right? Because the TV value, that is time factor, directly related to the degree of consolidation. So therefore we can write this. So TV divided by T, because the CB and by D square is constant, so we can write TV divided by T ratio for the 27.78 degree of consolidation is equal to TV by T for 55.56 degree of consolidation. Okay, so from both in this both equation we have the TV value, we can calculate TV value. Okay, we can calculate the, for first case we have the For 5%, 5 centimeter degree settlement, time required is 2 months. So we can calculate the time required for 55.56 degree of consolidation. Are you getting my point? In the first equation, left side of this equality sign, so we have this tau v value, we have the t. In the right side, we have the tau v value, so we can calculate the t. So by using this relation, we can put the value, that is tau b, that is less than or equal to 60% degree of consolidation. So we can use pi by 4 into a square. So we can get the t value, that is time required for the clay layer is to be settled by 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter, okay, 10, not meter, centimeter. So that we get 8 months. That we get 8 months, right? Here is a 10 centimeter, not 10 meter or centimeters, 10 centimeter, okay? Don't be confused. So are you getting my point in this question? In this question, the coefficient of consolidation was not given. Height of the soil was not given, okay? And because that was not required, because we are using the proportion, we are getting the relation between the two, we are doing some operation, and then we are using this relation for the two stage. So for the two stage on the same soil, coefficient of consolidation will be constant for the both stage, and height of soil layer would be constant for both stage. So we have used that relation and we get the time required for the 55.56% degree of consolidation, and that we get t equal to 8 months. Next question we have, a soil of specific gravity 2.67 has a moisture content of 20%. When the fully saturated 2 centimeter thick soil sample of the soil tested in the consolidatometer shows a compression of 0.050 centimeter. When the load is increased from the 49 to 90 kN per meter square, compute the compression index of the soil. So all data we have, we can apply the relation equation in the terms of Cc, and we get the value of Cc. Okay. So that this is the data given. Specific gravity of soil grain is given 2.67. Water content is given 20%. Total settlement, that is given 0.050 centimeter. Initial height of soil thickness is given 2 centimeter. Initial effective stress 45, and then final is 90. Okay. So initial void ratio we can calculate. We have this relation GW by S, where the S is equal to 1, because consolidation is occurring in the case of fully saturated, or in the case of 100% degree of consolidation. So by using this relation, we get the E naught void ratio at the initial stage, that we get 0.534. Okay. For change in the effective stress, we can calculate. So in the first it was 45, then it reached to 90. So we can calculate the change, that is 90 minus 45. So it will be equal to 45 kilonewton per meter square. So now we have the settlement, we have the delta H value, we have the Cc value, H naught value, we have 2 centimeter, we have the E naught value, we have initial effective stress, we have the change. Okay, so by putting all these value, we can calculate the Cc, and that we get 0.1274. 0.1274. So next question we have, how many days would be required for a clay stratum 5 meter thick, draining at the both ends? Means this is the example of double drainage system. Water can flow from the top and from the bottom. The coefficient of consolidation is 50 into 10 to the power minus 4 centimeter square per second to attain 50% of its ultimate settlement. So we have calculated the time. Okay. So that is given, data is given T50, means Time factor for 50% degree of consolidation is given 0.197. So we can calculate also, but in the question something is given, so we have to take that value, because in the multiple choice question or in the fill in the blanks, suppose you are taking the its own value, means we are using the 1963. Okay, so maybe the final answer will be differ. Okay, that can be wrong. Okay, so whatever the data is mentioned in the is like unit weight of water, we have to take this, tau v value we have to take this. So better you take that value only. Okay, don't go for calculation. Otherwise we can calculate also pi by 4 into u square. So here the T50 is mentioned, means we will use this value. Okay, so given is H0 5 meter, coefficient of consolidation, degree of consolidation, drainage is allowed from both from top and bottom. So this is the example of double drainage system. So therefore drainage path we can calculate, that is the H0 by 2. So we can calculate 2.5 meter. Time required for 50% degree of consolidation, so we can use this relation. So in this relation we have the tau v value, we have the CV value, we have the D, so we can calculate the T50. Time required for 50% degree of consolidation, and that we get 28.5 days. That we get 28.5 days. So this question is nothing but just put the value and get the result. Okay, and see that in the ES engineering service examination in 2008, it was for 10 marks. Okay, so that is very easy question, just put the value and get the result. Next question we have, a consolidation test is done in the laboratory of a sample 20 mm thick, consolidated 50% in the 15 minutes with double drainage. So how much time a 5 meter thick layer of soil, same soil will take to consolidate 50% and 30%? If the soil layer has a rock below, how much time it will take to consolidate 50% and 30%? Okay, so a consolidation test is done in the laboratory of a sample 20 mm thick, consolidated 50% in 15 minutes and with double drainage system. So time is required 15 minutes, degree of consolidation 50%, thickness was 20 mm. So we can calculate the coefficient of consolidation. Next, how much time, now he is talking about on the field. So how much time a 5 meter thick layer of same soil means we can use the degree of consolidation, coefficient of consolidation, whatever you calculated in the laboratory, we can apply on the field also. To consolidate 50% and 30%. Okay, and if the soil layer has a rock below, see once the first part we have to calculate the time required for 50% consolidation, for degree 30% consolidation, for in the case of two-way drainage system. But in the second part we have to calculate the time required for 50% consolidation and 30% consolidation in the case of single drainage system, because in the second part there is if the soil layer has a rock below, means water cannot go from the bottom, it can go from the top. So first part we have to calculate for the double drainage system, in the second part we have calculated the single drainage system. Let's calculate one by one. So in the laboratory all data is mentioned, so we can calculate the coefficient of consolidation, and then we get CV value, that is 1.30867 mm square per minute. In the field, so there is a first part is two-way drainage condition, so we can calculate. Now we have the tau v value for 50% degree of consolidation. Now we have CV value, we have D, so we can calculate the T50, that is 651.04 days. For 30% consolidation, so we have tau v value for 30% degree of consolidation, we have the C, we have the D value, we can calculate the T30, that is 234.43 days. Okay, so now we can calculate the time required for the one-way drainage condition. So again we can apply this formula for one-way drainage. So one-way drainage means D will be equal to the H naught. So that we get T50 2604.16 days. For 30% we get the T30, that is 937.373 days. So this question was nothing but just put the value and get the result. In the laboratory we have to find the coefficient of consolidation, and same coefficient of consolidation we can apply for on the field, and rest data we can get. Are you getting my point? Okay, so this question was for 8 marks, and see, this question is very easy question, I would say. So next question we have, that is question number 9, or for this lecture I think this is the last question. Okay, so in the question 9, that we have a 20 mm thick laboratory soil sample reaches 60% consolidation in 32.5 seconds under a double drainage condition. Again, in the laboratory all data is given, so we can calculate the coefficient of consolidation. How much time will be required for 10 meter thick layer in the field to reach the same degree of consolidation, means 60% degree of consolidation, if the clay layer is sandwiched between the sandy layer and impervious layer? Are you getting a point? Impervious layer means it is example of single drainage system. Water can go from the top only, because the bottom layer is the impervious layer. Impervious layer, water cannot flow through it. Okay. Impervious layer means that it is not like permittive coefficient permittive will be 0. It's like permittive coefficient will be very less. So some permittive coefficient is going below of certain value, so we count as a impervious layer. Okay. In the actual condition, in the real cases, there is a 100% impervious layer is not occur. Means you can for some soil you cannot say like okay, permittive coefficient is 0, like. Okay, so very less means we count as a impervious layer. So this is the example of single drainage system. Okay, so again in the laboratory we can calculate the coefficient of consolidation, and then we get, why we calculated the 50%. Okay, let it be. Okay, so no, we have calculated the time factor for 60% calculation. By wrongly I mentioned TV50, no, TV60. So now we can calculate the CV value, that is 0.87 mm square per second. Okay, because we have the D value, we have the T60, that is 32.5 seconds. So by using this relation we can calculate 0.87 mm square per second. In the field is mentioned that initial height of soil thickness or layer is 10 meter. Degree of consolidation is also 60%. We have this coefficient of consolidation, and there is a single drainage system. So again we can apply this relation. So in this relation we have the tau V60, we have this CV value, we have the D. So we can calculate the T60, that we get 336.15 days, right? So this type of question already I have discussed in this lecture also, in the previous lecture also. So see, this question is asked for 10 marks, and that is very easy question. Just put the value and get the result. It's nothing. Okay. So but in all this question, whatever you mentioned in this lecture, you have to focus on the units. What in the given in the question, some data are given in the watt unit, and we are putting in the equation, so other data is in watt unit. So unit we have to focus, and in the question, in the case of numerical filling the blanks or like multiple choice questions, so you have to focus that final answer is asking in watt unit, so you have to convert that, you have to apply the conversion rule, and you have to convert that unit in that whatever is the asking. So just focus, try to solve all these question by your own, and take the calci and do the calculation, find the answer. Okay, so okay, thank you.